To a conversation with the highest ranking woman in the House of Representatives. Massachusetts Congresswoman Katherine Clark serves as Democratic whip, working to push through her party's priorities. Morning Joe reporter Daniela Pierre-Bravo recently sat down with the Congresswoman, and Daniela joins us now with that interview. Daniela, good morning.
Good morning, Riley. That's right. So I headed to Capitol Hill to speak with the Congresswoman on everything from her many firsts in politics, getting child care relief legislation into law this year, and the best advice she's learned from the former speaker. Take a look. I want to start by talking about your career trajectory in politics. You've had so many firsts. You were the first woman to become Assistant Speaker of the House. Now you are the only and top woman in House leadership on the Democratic side. Have you stopped and thought about what your role in your career trajectory has meant for representation and also for women who want to become part of politics?
You know, I find it a great honor and a great responsibility. And my goal is the same goal that I have in leadership as when I ran, to make sure that women's voices, the voices of American families, are here and present in Congress. But it really is about speaking up for women around this country who often feel they're not heard and not represented, and make sure that I can help bring up that next generation of women leaders.
I know you're currently pushing for federal child care relief legislation, saying it is infrastructure. What do you see as the biggest barrier in getting this passed?
You know, it is an old paradigm that we have to change, that childcare is some sort of luxury or an accessory and not part of our economic infrastructure. It is often the most expensive item that parents of young children have in their budget, more than a mortgage or rent, sometimes more than college tuition.
Are you optimistic you'll pass legislation in 2023?
I am determined. And we have to do this, and whether it's this year or the next, we are going to keep laying that groundwork to make sure that we get to universal preschool, that we get to a system that is accessible and affordable for every single family.
You're probably, or have been, the only woman in the room oftentimes. And I wonder, have you thought about how your gender influences the room when you're in those situations? And have you felt intimidated by it, or have you found strength in it?
I have been able to find my voice and get my power from meeting women and families across my district and across this country. And way too often, here in Congress, women haven't been in the room. That's been the history. That's why Nancy Pelosi is such a iconic speaker and figure for us. She really was not only the first woman speaker, but the first woman whip, and has held a lot of firsts, and those are high stilettos to fill. But you know, she taught us to know our power. She is someone who not only is an amazing role model, but also really always emphasized to know your why.
Any other pieces of advice from her that have really stuck with you?
Power will never be given to you. You have to take it. And I think that for many women, they sort of hear that as something too aggressive. How I interpret that is, know the power of the people you represent.
Did you imagine your life over 50 in this career that you've had, this amazing career? Did you see it after 50 when you were in your 20s and 30s?
I never did. And I never really saw myself in politics or in Congress. You know, I started in politics running for school committee because I really believed we should have free all-day kindergarten for every student in my local community. And, you know, it grew from there. But I think that my message to women would be like, don't be afraid to take a risk. Don't be afraid to fail. I certainly have lost a political campaign and it was painful, but you know, just push yourself, because we're here waiting for you.
One of the most interesting parts of the interview, Willie, with the Congresswoman, is a conversation we had about vulnerability in leadership, something that doesn't always come hand in hand. She told me about her decision to share her own miscarriage, for example, juggling 3 kids, her career, and being a caretaker to her parents all at once, and the impact it's had on how she approaches leadership, especially on topics like reproductive rights and child care relief. And Willie, you can check out that entire interview at knowyourvalue.com.